Welcome back to Disco, guys. So, last time we had our encounter with Ruby, things went a little bit wrong as my health is so low. I ran out of healing items and had to die before I could retry it, and I forgot to save it. But I had the hunch, right, that Ruby didn't seem like the person who'd done it. All the character reports we'd had about her from is it Isabel, the washwoman. From Tommy from the Hardy Boys, was that she wasn't a bad person. She wasn't someone who'd killed people before. She wasn't necessarily a jealous person. The only kind of slight on the character had come from Clashy, and that kind of proved to be true, maybe. But she trapped us with this kind of white noise machine that was so painful that we couldn't even move. So we had to kind of have the interrogation while we were paralyzed, really. And it revealed several things. She mainly pled her innocence. She had a gun, but it wasn't the one that's been used for the bullet that we found in Lily's head. She said she obviously admitted to being involved in the drug ring, which is one of the main reasons she ran. Our reputation had preceded us. And apparently we are a crooked copper. We've been working for Madre. So we're on the take, apparently, which is one of the main reasons she didn't trust us and was worried about us. And we had to make a choice, really, whether to try and take her on, which I think that's what it meant. Anyway, we had to disable the machine, or we could let her go. I decided to let her go because I didn't want things to escalate. Kimmy kind of agreed with what we did. But now she's gone, and we're kind of left in the lurch a bit as to the whole investigation. So we've got her tent here that we need to investigate, and maybe some other things will be revealed while we're here. So yeah, let's get on with that. Dark water trails into the distance. There's no way out. Barrel? How ironic. Drew, I mean. Cooking utensils. She has prepared herself porridge with bananas. It's just fuel. Oh, a stash of money. Nice.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out.
Let's have a look.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled-up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
Have a look at the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
What I forgot to mention was the fact that she was saying how there was no gunshot and the shot couldn't have come from the roof. So obviously, I don't know. I feel like I looked everywhere for those bullet traces, but maybe that's the big thing that I missed in terms of evidence.
See anything?
The lieutenant peeks in over your shoulder. Let's have a look through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
Oh, like a diary maybe? Let's take it.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
Yes. Yes, Kimmy. I concur. You found Ruby's journal? Read it. Yep, interact. A well-loved journal with a brown leather cover and the brand name Schneller embossed on the back. It seems to have served as a loyal friend to a lonely traveller.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Examine the cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. This was important to her when it was still hers.
Let's take a look.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled
Wow.
pages have been filled.
The handwriting.
The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins.
Let's have a quick look through.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
All dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
What kinds of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
I mean, could we have come to do this before Joyce left, and then we could have relayed all this stuff about the drug trade back to her, maybe?
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Right, okay. So we won't be dealing with that. Diagrams maybe for the pale compression machine?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Sorry, the shadow over here is distracted me. The clipping. Okay, yeah, so that's to do with that technology. Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them.
Like what?
Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal.
How far back do the entries go? Do they cover the murder dates?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
Her position's precarious in relation to the drug trade, the union? So she was looking for a way out anyway. I mean, there's a good chance she was lying, you know? I mean, everyone's trying to save their own skin, right? Class ye. I'm Ruby. I mean, the thing that's still getting me is the third Cronell operative, the identity of the third Cronell operative. It's either just like an innocuous thing, like they're just in the main square with the big guy who we've met already, or it's something important, like it's actually Clashy, or it's someone we haven't met yet who maybe had a gripe with his colleague. What did she write the day that Lily died? Or maybe I'm overlooking some information we've already learned. I don't think so, but...
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though. Well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. Except... But that's another matter entirely.
That's bound to come back to bite me. Loyal to a fault. So she's helped Clashy then when she knows she shouldn't have because she's embroiling herself in a potential murder investigation. Maybe that's what she means.
You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
Oh, we failed that. Flipping heck, logic. Oh. What's reducing? Oh, right. That's a shame. Wouldn't have made a difference to that check anyway, right? Only one. What about Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell.
No mention of Madre, Kimmy.
What about this M? Could this be La Puta Madre? Here, March 9th and March 15th.
Okay, let's read that.
Great. M's peon is coming to town.
Yeah.
No doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder.
Yeah, so she was hiding because of us, not really because of Lely.
Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call?
The call?
The call? Did M call her personally? Why? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake.
I don't know, it might not be. We might have been ordered to kill her.
Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin.
Am I sure this is a mistake? Look at me. Let's read the entry from the 12th of March.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic.
Did M feel betrayed by me?
The entry ends abruptly.
Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Just going to backtrack a touch here. I mean, this would heavily suggest that it's Madre, right? So she's betrayed him. Maybe she used to work for him and she's been siphoning profits off for herself, perhaps? What's the most recent entry?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
Okay, so she's saying she's going to get in trouble for staging the lynching. So that feels like her primary concern, not killing someone.
It looks like she might have been framed.
The lieutenant taps on the page.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her, I suppose.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that.
Yeah.
We have other reasons to arrest her.
That's very true.
Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Yeah, but things might have gone really sour if we would have tried to get physical. Do you think I'm a Madre agent, Kimmy?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He looks you straight in the eye for a moment, then sighs.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting.
Yeah, perhaps. So, who killed Lely?
Classio was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or...
He stops to think. But no one heard the shot, dude.
Maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on her. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling and rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Yeah. Ruby said you were a notoriously corrupt cop. Madre's peon. That's why she was scared of you. When you get the chance, call your station to find out more, if you dare. Return to the whirling after the whole instigator debacle. Someone there has something to answer for. Right, we got a skill point. Should we just put one into endurance so we're not so fragile? I mean, we could just go buy some more. healing items, right? How long have we got left on these? 2 hours, 5 hours. So does sleep not count towards these? I guess we have to be thinking, I suppose. I think I'm going to put this into composure, to be honest. Maybe perception. I do quite like perception. Oh, we're losing. Oh, from the yeah. Yeah, let's get the lieutenant's cap on. I'd like to have my perception back. I do quite like perception. Rhetoric is nice, but we're just so low in general on this stuff. Oh, have I not got my logic shirt on? Yeah. Oh, they're -1 to logic, the classes. Did not realise. I mean, our empathy's pretty strong, right? Well, our authority's kind of taking a hit anyway. Yeah, it's just nice to have a little slightly higher base for that. I'm going to stick it into composure. I'll put one into perception next. This hat feels kind of pointless though, right? Even though it looks good. Well, better than this stupid thing. We're going to have to put this on, dude. It's the only, like, useful, pure positive thing we've got, right? Yeah, that's much better. Alright then, Kimmy. Oh wait, is there more here?
The plain red tent. It was pitched by...
Yeah, okay. So where the hell are these bullet traces going to be, man? I'm really upset that I've not been able to find them. Oh, the only other thing I should have considered putting a point into was interfacing.
Ratan! Now is the time!
A spirit.
Oh, you will see. It feels like the tie is rubbing itself against your chest, like a cat in heat. First the spirits! The blue medicinal spirits! Grab the bottle and uncork it! It is time to unleash the other world!
Wait, right now, Ruby's gone. I don't really think there's anything to celebrate.
Hush, hush, Bratan. Now is not the time to celebrate. Now is the time to get ready! Trust me on this! This is what it's all been building towards! It's gonna be off the hook! Off all hooks!
Let's go for it, dude. This might be a terrible idea.
The bottle opens with a silent, mysterious hiss. The fumes rising from its mouth are as crisp as the northern winds. Now, Bratan, take me off!
What? I didn't know I could do that.
Bratan! Have I ever lied to you? Just take me off!
The necktie tugs encouragingly at your neck. Alright.
Your fingers manage to undo the oily knot, and the necktie slides off. It looks so frail sitting there in your hand, weighing almost nothing.
Lost? Now what?
Now, put me in the bottle!
Sure.
As the necktie slides into the purifying liquid, large stains of grease rise off from it and float to the surface. There they quickly dissolve and disappear completely. Cleansed by the blue spirit fire of 98.7% pure alcohol, the fabric looks almost new again, No longer like a disgusting worm of the lower intestine, but like a colorful and deadly poisonous reef snake of the insular Indian Ocean.
It's like we've baptized him. So what next?
The necktie floats in the bluish liquid with almost unearthly grace.
Bratan!
There is silence.
Alright, let's put it away.
The lieutenant has been observing you quietly all this time.
Spirit bomb.
He's struggling to keep silent, but finally seems to give up.
I've got to ask, what are you doing?
He says, a peculiar look in his eyes. I don't really know, but I'm eager to find out. In my family, you put a piece of clothing in some hard liquor and drink it for good luck. It's silly, but no harm done, right? Okay, Kim, I didn't want to tell anyone, but my necktie has been talking to me lately.
Of course it has.
He doesn't even look too surprised. It started when I woke up in the whirling. It's been talking to me ever since.
And what has the necktie been telling you, if I may ask?
We're friends, actually.
Okay, so why did you put it in the bottle?
It asked me to.
Right, okay. Anyway, I'm glad you told me your necktie has been speaking to you. That must not have been easy.
For a second, it looks like he's about to add something.
We're all under stress. This is turning into a great big mess. I'm not judging. Just keep it together.
Hey, I'm an open book, man.
Let's go.
But then he turns away, his gaze fixed on the road ahead. Let's go, he concludes. What did we gain? A spirit bomb. What is this, Dragon Ball Z? Equip this when times are most dire. Your spirit guide to the party scene, the horrific necktie, is floating serenely in the blue medicinal spirit. As it is still 98.7% alcohol, this necktie cocktail is extremely flammable and should be kept far away from an open flame. So it's a Molotov cocktail. Is that what you're telling me? Fair enough, dude. Yeah, let's get this guy on. The horrific necktie is getting ready for the end game. For the love of God, do not remove it till the magic happens. Be ready, Bratan. I don't know if that means we should have it equipped or not, but... Okay, so things are going to have progressed somewhere else in Martinez, right? If this was the point of no return, things are going to have kicked off. I don't know how the hell we find these bloody bullet traces. Even if they're still a quest. I do think that one of them isn't here, though. Check the boardwalk. I do wonder whether that is the island there. Or I don't know if we can even get there, so... I'm gonna have another look around the goddamn boardwalk. Oh, the guy's gone. Right, I'm gonna have a final look around the boardwalk. Just in case. We have already inspected this.
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing 10. A cold...
Yep, nothing. Yeah, this idiot's still here.
Always my pleasure.
Fine. Oh, oh, oh.
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed.
Can I try to get in though?
Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points.
Alright, buddy.
And dangerous. Dangerous too.
I mean, we just seen her, but...
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
There's no way in. I'm sure we've already been on that. Right. Where on the boardwalk would it be? Do we need certain clothes for them? Maybe it's in the church? That's not on the boardwalk though, right? Could have been up here. Sorry, I need to have one last look because this feels like I've missed something. Oh, it's right click that gets rid of that. How long is that taking me to realise? No, man, there's nothing here. The only thing I don't understand is why that thing over there is a red check, the interfacing check, you know? Like, I've got nothing else that buffs interfacing, right? Except for gloves. You would have thought some glasses might have buffed it, but... I'm just going to look in the church one last time, talk to Sona before we head back over towards the whirling. Because I'm worried things are going to kick off once we go over there. Is there anything else in here? There's nothing showing up.
Yes, what is it?
Yes, yes.
The mother of human.
Nah, nothing else, dude. Where else on the boardwalk? I mean... Maybe over here? I don't know if I should try this red interfacing check. I mean, this isn't the boardwalk anymore, is it, right? No. I'm really annoyed that I don't know where this other bullet trace is. What I'm just going to do... I'm just going to go back up to the top of the building. So that's the only other boardwalk location I could think of to go. I don't think Kimmy will come through here, but I mean, I might have missed a thought up here, maybe. Doubtful, but weird that that bunker thing is a red check. Oh, I thought we could go over here for some reason. Nothing. Nothing. It must be something we unlock further into this bit of the game. I mean, is there an item I'm not using? Like a fool? I wouldn't put it past me. I mean, but all we've got is the pry bar and the cutters, right? And the gun and the sword. Okay, I guess we're heading back to the whirling, guys. I think things are about to kick off. Big time. So we should really have the armor for that, right? Right, last thing I'm going to check is the pier, but can't imagine this will do anything. Is this the boardwalk technically? No. Right, off we go. See, I can hear something. I think that what we can hear is the phasmid. It's around somewhere. Right, what is
Stop. Now. It is time.
For what?
Crisis. Death. You can feel it in your blue soul.
What am I supposed to do?
Your old friend has prepared you for this, at great cost to himself. Make sure you have the spirit bomb in your hand when shit goes south. You hear what sounds like an enthusiastic gurgling coming from the spirit bomb in your pocket.
I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Oh, God. So that means we should put the armor on, right? But we've not got the full set, so we're screwed. God. Now you start telling me I need to have... I'm losing all my empathy buffs, dude. So it's our composure that's been messed up by this. Empathy's down to a 9. Ouch. I'm worried that the armor's not going to make too much of a difference without the full set, you know? Or was it the leggings we were missing, not a helmet? I don't know if going in like all tooled up like this is a good idea, you know?
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
The sea lang's gone. Everything's kicking off, dude. So what do I do here? Do I just build myself out normally? Or do I come out with all my stuff equipped, like ready for a fight? Like, I really don't know what to do. Because that's not how I've been playing the game. I've got a terrible physical stats. Right? My empathy's just plummeted because of taking all that gear off. I really don't want to lose all my empathy buffs. Unsure what to do. I think if we have the Molotov, but without the armor, I'm not sure, dude.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
I knew it was clashy.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Knew it was clashy.
Shut up. You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
I'm such a fool. Kimmy.
Shh. This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing
Oh.
to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander.
Who are you?
I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Do not dare them.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Peaceful.
Rude Honcloven. It sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but...
Oh, there's a third guy. I didn't see him.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
Lieutenant points to the helmeted figure.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all. Heavily armed. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
We're out of time. This is it.
The mercenary tribunal.
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
It's the one from the gates.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
We should walk away.
No, we have to step in. This is not going to end well if we don't.
Why didn't I leave the armor on? Stop! It's the police!
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd, losing his balance for a moment. He staggers backwards. Right, I think what's happened is that they've killed Lely themselves to kick this all off. This guy here is a sharpshooter. That old gun that was used must be his.
I think he's calmed down a bit.
Pig fuck!
It's the only word you can make out. It doesn't sound calm. I can see you're drunk. One wrong move and I'm taking you out. Easy now. No one needs to die here today.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the blue medicinal spirit in your hand seems to have a pulsating glow. It feels enticing somehow.
All right, end game. Light me on fire
Oh,
and throw me in his face.
Even if it comes to a fight, it's a good idea to get under his skin first. I don't know about this getting under his skin. What if he gets under yours? I'm barely keeping your hand from trembling here. No, please. Peace. It has worked this far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that.
No, please, peace. It's worked this far. Start with the first idea you have, move down from that. Okay. Who is that? Point to the man. I didn't know you had a third guy. I mean, these are red checks, right? Rhetoric. Think of an argument. Know about Downwell. Suggestion. How many of these can we do? Light the spirit bomb and throw it at him. I don't want to do that. I didn't know you had a third guy.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. Howen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
The armoured woman smiles a vicious smile.
All of you cunts inside out.
The killer?
The gunner. The raddest. The killer.
The gunner, he gestures towards himself. The raddest, he nods towards the woman. The killer, he points to the figure clad entirely in ceramic plate.
What do you think he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Clerven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
You count the figures, he kills, he tends to the stables. You think you're real tough, huh? This killing is meaningless. I'm a killer too. Good, I kill killers. Count the figures.
About 50 little stick figures, all of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end.
Suggestion said to get under his skin, right? Composure. Please, peace. All of these are sarcastic, saying he's racist, which I suppose they won't mind. The killing isn't meaningless to them because they think that they killed their commander. Good, I kill killers. You think you're real tough, huh? This killing's meaningless. tempted to say tend to the stables because it's the only one that might not annoy him. Tends to the stables. This killing's meaningless, but they're getting paid, and like I said, the commander's dead, so it's not meaningless to them. I'm really sorry about the armor, guys. I'm just getting annoyed about that, but it was messing up all my character stats. So, like, I feel like if we're going to be committed to a certain kind of build, like with our empathy, suggestion, savoir-faire, and composure, I feel like we should commit to that, not take stats away just to have the armor on. But the whole point of finding the armor might have been for this confrontation. So I'm really sorry, but that was my thinking. Maybe he tends to the stables.
What are we waiting for? Let's blow that big fucking mouth off his face!
Hold your fire! Wait for my command.
He has chewed his lips bloody. This man has been under severe emotional pressure recently.
Listen, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did then?
I need some more time.
Time? You had time. To fuck around in that church. To run errands for your union chief. I saw you.
Time is up, Loincloth. Give me a name. Now!
It was someone else, someone who's not here.
How fucking convenient.
He gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand on the gun.
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
A lot of people could have gotten to the roof. Like Gart, the cafeteria manager. Actually, they are here. Point to the enemy. It was one of you. I've changed my mind. I can still change my mind, right? He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it. It's this guy, man. He did it. This is all a plot. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. A sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now? Huh?
I didn't know if accusing them was going to escalate it more.
How about the kid? Tell me. Magic fucking sniper. One more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
Think. Why doesn't he believe me?
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said, we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
They didn't confess. Listen, he was shot. He wasn't hanged. Listen to me. Wait, they didn't confess. Is this an extra one? I feel like, I know like usually when there's a wait, it means that's extra information, but it's pretty high tension here. Listen, he was shot. He wasn't hanged. Listen to me.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
He doesn't move the weapon.
A Kiel Model 40 revolver, 8 rounds in the barrel. The gun slowly sways in his hand from the inebriation.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
The hanging was only a cover-up. Listen.
Liars.
Who just got shot?
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
The man looks at his revolver and smiles.
Not true. He purposefully over-aimed and shot the window. You had him second-guessing himself, only for a second.
Okay.
Do not assume he will miss the next time.
I know what I
Jesus.
heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That's bad. You need to stop arguing now. This won't be won by talking about the case. They don't care.
Ah. Stand there quietly and hope nothing bad happens. Clash, you can't explain this. I'm worried about suggestions saying that, but like we know, our stuff in our stats don't always give us the accurate advice. But we're going to have to go for suggestion. The rhetoric's way too low. The hand eye's too violent. And this is a guarantee unless we hit Snake Eyes. Can you imagine if I hit Snake Eyes right now? Right, I'm going to follow suggestions hint here. And I'm not going to ask any other questions. I don't think they really care. I think we have to go for whatever red check is available here. Talk about the hangman.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
And who are you?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
He points at the whirling in rags.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click softly.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer, you're all sentenced to death by lead.
Listen, you're Lely. Everyone says good things about him. He was a talker. Benital 41. That really happened, didn't it? He had blue eyes, didn't he, your colonel? Benital 41. That really happened, didn't it?
Our colonel did what he had to do. It was either one cunt or 100 of them. Rude here.
He points to him.
In your ship pipes, right in the fucker.
Indecipherable mumbling.
He likes to fire mortars at random coordinates. Wipe out mud huts like that. When he gets bored, Lely knew how to command.
He was a good commander. I can see you miss him.
Oh yeah, he would have commanded this fuckhell way better than I did. But that didn't happen, because Hayseed, Bill, and Kipty the Kipt here
He points to Titus and Eugene.
fucking murdered him. Had him stink the village up for 2 weeks after. And you fucks did nothing.
He points at us.
Listen, man. We told you we...
Oh, shut up, Alan.
Told us what? What did you say? Who said that? Tattoo fuck. You'll die first.
Listen, you're Lily. Everyone says good things about him. He was a talker.
Fuck do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets. Squeeze a bit of kip-tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be.
He points towards the yard.
If Lely was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, clay monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
He had blue eyes, didn't he, your colonel?
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man.
He smiles, pulling his face in a strange way.
It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths.
Your colonel didn't deserve to go out like that. I promise I'm about to find his killer.
Find his killer? Cop, his killer stands right there, shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting him. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here. Today.
He stares at you, eyes pink from the alcohol, fingers tapping the pistol.
Big talk, but you got him to admit he's a bad leader. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Jeez. What's Joyce going to say about this?
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
He laughs. It's a hollow laughter.
He isn't just boasting. He really doesn't care. Back out of this now, or it'll get bad.
Wild Pines isn't going to forgive you massacring a bunch of innocent people. She's going to be mad when she hears about this. Alright, let me just say one thing.
Fucking waste this fuck!
We're never going to hit this rhetoric check, man. Where's Clashy?
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left!
The manager calls down from the balcony.
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
God, what are you doing here, dude?
What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire! You know how much windows cost?
What do you mean she left?
She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
The lieutenant whispers, his eyes still on the armed mercenaries.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
She's gone. Forget about it now. Concentrate on this.
You're all drunk.
Yes. So what?
Your judgment's impaired, you'll regret this.
Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
He must be tweaked off too, with something other than alcohol. They always are.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
The outburst is accompanied by yellowish saliva around his mouth.
Now, you got them both off-piste. He's foaming mad at her.
Let's try the rhetoric, dude. Come on, 42.
International
Shit.
something. International law.
Oh, I hit a double 2. This tribunal's against the law, the international law.
Look around, you livestock! We're about to butcher the lot of you. Where is your international law?
There will be ramifications, but there don't need to be. Let's go inside and discuss what our investigation has uncovered. We have important...
We're not fucking coming anywhere, Sailite.
Say something. Get off this trail. Thank God it's only ineffectual thus far.
Spirit bomb!
With a crash of shattering glass and a terrible roar, the fire draws in oxygen. The bomb hits the mercenary in the chest, swallowing him in flames as he staggers backward.
In the fiery inferno, you'll see your tie coiling around the man's neck. It is no longer horrific, but beautiful and pure.
Thank you for your sacrifice,
I
necktie.
only ever wanted you to have fun, Harry. It calls out to you one last time.
Wait, what's your name?
My name, should you know it, is Jobson AS Men's Fashion Model, Colourful Tie, Catalogue number J327.
What's going on with that guy?
This guy, well, his face has cracked open into a scream of terror. It looks like he's performing some sort of a shamanistic dance that requires you to be on fire.
Yeah, his body contorts in a very disturbing manner. There's no mincing words with this one. He's dying a horrible, painful death as you're talking to your tie in your head.
Smells like a steak on the grill, the burning flesh in your nostrils.
May he find peace.
It's good to see you still have capacity for compassion, my friend. Deep down, you are a good man.
How did we meet, Necktie?
One day, a sad man walked into a clothing store. He looked really down, like he hadn't had fun in years. He needed someone to show him how to rock and roll again. Jubson AS catalog number J327 shone on the tie rack, trying to get his attention. The sad man picked it up and put it on. He looked at himself in the mirror, didn't smile.
I'm young again.
And from that moment on, we rode together. The rest of your clothes were still normal back then, but we took care of that soon enough.
Normal police officer clothes just don't go well with a multi-pattern disco tie made of 98.7% pure flammable polyester.
Did we have any fun?
Truthfully, not a lot. I did everything a multi-pattern necktie can do to help a man. I mean, I tried to get you to do all the fun things.
But
drink beer, drink wine, drink cider. Go to parties with young people around and drink beer and cider. Do drugs too, so you don't fall asleep. You had some fun, but not enough to heal you.
What's wrong with me?
Your heart is broken, Bratushka, and it cannot be mended. Believe me, I've tried.
Is it going to be like this forever, Necktie?
No, you're going to be mowed down by gunfire from the two remaining mugs. So no, not forever.
Who broke my heart?
You both did, Bratan. Deep down, you know it was both of you.
Goodbye, Necktie.
See you on the other side.
The necktie disintegrates into molten heat, its last remaining embers letting out a pop and crack that sounds like...
Harry, for God's sake! Watch out!
To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Dodge it!
The shot rings and you stop. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force. A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder.
Kimmy!
God, please.
The lieutenant says quietly without trembling. He aims, face pale.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. He has to. The rifleman will fire at you again. Then, 2 shots reach your hands and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see who got hit.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers.
Oh God, watch out!
You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through the burning meat and the flames. With his face boiling off, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger.
Look him in the eye.
The look of vengeance, framed by melting skin. This is the last thing he will do on Earth. But he will do it. He will end you. Here it comes. Death.
6s!
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
What do I see?
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. No one wants to do anything with me. No one wants to party with me. Of course, I got gunned down. Sorry, fuck. Live fast, die old. Kim, I lied about not remembering who I am. I made it up. I remember everything. There's a white shadow that smells like apricots. It's always there.
Stay with me.
You feel burning hot tears streaming from your eyes. I can't forget it, even when I drank so much.
Yes, keep talking.
The
You
lieutenant.
hear me? Stay awake.
I will, Kimmy.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone. When suddenly, you sense something behind him. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Scream immediately. He's gonna die.
Kimmy!
No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone. So is Kim. Then the whole world.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No, send me back.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours. Hurting. Moaning in his sleep. And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drugs. And feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers. Thrashing in his wound sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Kimmy.
Sunrise, Arabellon.
The lieutenant says he's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with the fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. What the hell happened?
What happened? You threw an improvised petroleum bomb at the major. A firefight ensued.
Is he dead?
Very. He died in the hospital.
A blood-stained killer.
Swallow.
As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit with his carabine. I was looking for a clear line of sight. When I found it...
He sounds a tiny bit sorry. He did not find it before you got hit.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
There's a pause.
This is not the first person to die in his place.
He goes on.
He goes on.
Sorry.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name.
Eugene.
Yes, he's still alive too.
Okay.
You were bleeding out by then. I think you said something about your wife, and you warned me. I was able to disarm one of them, the pole, before she got a jump on me.
Thank you.
I killed her. And that's what happened.
How many casualties on the Union side?
4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one, he took a lot of bullets.
All 3 of them are dead?
The pole was the last to die. Everard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate.
How come?
Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe...
He breathes in the fumes, thinking...
Maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know.
Thought you only smoked one a day.
This is the one.
And that's...
All.
Yeah. I don't see how it could have gone any better.
Let's face it, officer, and this is both of our fault. It could have gone a little better. 6 people are dead. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet.
He rubs his swollen chin.
And we are still alive. Both of us.
The room's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out for?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water.
Ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Did you say sunrise?
Sunrise parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Isn't that written on your...
My gun.
Cops like it.
Is it water day?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
He looks out the window.
I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay.
How badly hurt am I?
Pretty bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade, luckily missing your lung and heart. The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps. No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. Bacterial infection was treated with mercurochrome.
Can I walk?
We will see.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
Are you okay, Kimmy?
Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming. Stupid of me.
I'm a cyclomotor. Cyclomotor.
Good. You'll need to be. Whatever that is.
Has anyone from the station come to see me?
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to that shithole, he says.
Yeah. They don't care about me at all.
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Have you seen them?
I'm sure they're worried about you.
So who treated me?
I did.
Thanks, Kimmy.
No need.
Let's go.
Easy now.
The lieutenant turns double again before your eyes, an orange hue of pain.
Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over on that thing.
How are you?
Well, my disco days are done.
Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Efrater.
What happens now, Kimmy?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce has left too, thanks to our meddling.
So you don't think it was a good idea to get involved with them?
I don't know what to think. It might not have been a bad idea. There is a pin somewhere in the machine. Something is keeping Connell from sending in a death squad.
He looks out the window.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Yeah. You've checked, she's really gone.
Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the Tribunal showing up.
Who did it then, Kim?
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
The flowers? Is it because I'm Madre's agent?
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
The flowers, Kimmy.
What?
This one, remember? Yank it out and show the dried flower while it falls to pieces.
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything.
What about the hole in the wall? Someone was checking her out.
I don't know. That's been there for years.
The footprints, though?
Yes. God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable.
There's a decent chance the shot came from a distance.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
How hard can it be to find a Belma grave?
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless.
There are all these old bunkers and weapon caches, Revolutionary era.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
Can't believe that they're fucking useless.
No need to be melodramatic.
You know what I think about solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
It's hard.
It really is very hard.
He sounds surprisingly weary.
Say nothing.
Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
Clashy's room's closest.
Why not?
He extinguishes the cigarette on the sole of his boot.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
Alright guys. Wow. Wowie. I think we messed that up obviously by not putting the armor on. I'm really sorry about that. I just felt like maybe there's going to be a different way to approach the situation. And the armor's not going to be important, but it probably would have saved us a bunch of damage. Kimmy's alive. A bunch of the Hardys are dead, though. All the Cronell soldiers are dead, but it kind of felt like it was inevitable, though, right? If we would have stood back and let them shoot, what would have happened to us? Would the same thing have happened? Just the big Cronell soldier would have been more accurate, maybe? Dear, oh dear. Well, that hit the fan. The fact that we got shot in the hip, though, we only had the boots, the chest piece, and the gloves, so we were missing the leggings, right? So maybe that would have gotten through anyway. Alright, guys. Oh, God. Let me know your thoughts. We'll pick it up from here next time. I hope you enjoyed this one. It's not over. We've still got a case to solve. So yeah, leave me a like if you enjoyed it. Just remember, everybody, never trust and uncrate. I'll see you back in the whirling.